Now, Trump has done it. And honestly, I thought it was a whole joke because it was completely hilarious. And I honestly, look, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I wanted to see it happen. I didn't think it was gonna happen, but it actually happened. Trump just signed an executive order to rename Lake Ontario to Lake America. And I'm happy. I'd say, hey, hey, Gulf of America, Lake America. I'm happy to hear it all. I'm all for it. But it's hilarious. It's hilarious, and Canada is pissed off about it, especially with all the trade war that's happening and all this other stuff. But hey, I'm here for it. Okay, I'm here for it. I like it. But we have this from the AP News. Trump signs order renaming Lake Ontario as Lake America in the United States. President Donald Trump no. President Donald Trump said Thursday he is renaming Lake Ontario to be known as Lake America in the United States as he escalates his trade war with Canada. The Republican president signed an executive order directing the Interior Department to update the lake's name in the U.S. Geographic Naming Service. Trump cannot force Canada to follow along, however. Trump has been floating the idea in the name change in recent days as the U.S. announced it was imposing 50% tariffs on $20 billion worth of Canadian goods over the weekend after talks between the countries broke down. Trump has been needling America's northern neighbor since he returned to the White House last year, suggesting the ally with whom the U.S. once had warm relations should instead be absorbed as the 51st state. I challenge that. I'll be fine if they're a territory of the United States. I just don't want them voting. Yeah, I really don't want them to be voting. So make Canada a territory, not a whole state. I'm straight on voting. Canada responded to Trump's import taxes this week by imposing retaliatory tariffs on $20 billion worth of American goods, including steel, dairy products, applications, and farm equipment. Trump, who signed the order as he was sitting at the Resolute desk in the Oval Office, had a large sign behind him pro- 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 propped on a stand with a map of the Great Lakes over Lake Ontario in big red letters. The map read Lake America. On the other side of the president was another map with the words saying making the Great Lakes even greater. Trump said as he was signing the order that he'd that he notified all of the various people that we have to notify. So we've done everything that we have to do. And it's official, effective immediately, he added. And this is official, effective immediately, he added. But the executive order Trump signed shows that shows that the changes are supposed to be made within 30 days. Canadian officials dismissed Trump's move. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, you know what? Let me not say that word. A wuss, I would say, rejected the move. And that's not the word I wanted to say. I wanted to say a much, much, much harsher word, but we're going to save that. Invoking the lake's indignation roots and noting that the name predates both Canadian Confederation and the U.S. Declaration of Independence. I don't know about that one, but fact check that, please. You guys, let me know down in the comments if that's true or not. Canadians also know that naming reality means calling it Lake Ontario then, now, and always. Ontario Premier Doug Ford, who has traded insults with Trump's, said it on X. Is Lake Ontario to Canadians and the rest of the world now and forever? No, nah. Lake Lake America. I second that. I'm calling it Lake America. I don't care about Lake Ontario. I don't care. Lake America. Make America great again. Make America even better. Lake America, Gulf of America. Let's name every single Lake America. Oh, Lake the United States. Look, at this point, it's just like, okay. Nova Scotia Premier Tom Houston said, "We're into some real foolishness now. It's Lake Ontario, buddy. No, it's not. Lake America. The lake is one of multiple Great Lakes in the U.S. and Canada share borders along. New York Governor Kathy Hochul, a Democrat whose state shares a border on the lake, wrote on X in response to the White House's announcement that New York won't be calling it that. You are a sympathizer, communist sympathizer, Israeli Israeli sympathizer, or not, sorry, not Israeli, but Islamic sympathizer, whatever you want to call you, quit your job. You need to be outed immediately. Lake America, done, over with. Do not side with another country that you're not even a part of. You are government of New York for the United States of America. Doesn't matter what you think. Side with America. You work, you live, you work for America. Nothing else. And if you don't like it, get out. Honestly, get out. I am tired of all these people who say that they hate America and yet they still live in America, the best country in the world, the most freest country in the world, and about to be even greater. It is the greatest. It's the greatest country in the world. Okay, and we're about to be even greater than the prime America. So if you don't like it, get out. Honestly and truly, get the fuck out. Sorry for my friend Drew. I really don't care. If I'm tired, I am tired of seeing all these videos of going up to people, talking to them, saying they don't like America. Then why the fuck are you in America? Get the fuck out. Sorry for my language, but this really pisses me off. You are here enjoying the best country in the world and you don't like it. Saying that you would rather live somewhere else than go live somewhere else. We don't need you here. Just like the Polish guy saying, we don't need your engineers. We don't need your doctors. We don't need you liberals. We don't need you haters. Get out and go somewhere else. I don't care where it is. Denaturalized and get the freak out of here. Plain and simple. But back to Lake America. There's no single international body that determines names of international bodies of water. What? Hold on. There's no single international body that determines names of international bodies of water. Okay, that's a bit confusing to say. And Trump has wide latitude over how the US government recognizes geographical places and landmarks. You know, he said he's gonna make the Strait of Hormuz a territory. I could say call it the territory of America. Yeah, let's call it the territory of America. Let's go with that name. The name Lake Ontario comes from the Huron indigenous people's word. Honestly, I really don't care. It's Lake America. Plain and simple. Lake America. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be a joke. I was laughing my butt off when he says he's gonna do it. And then he did it. Oh man. I like it either way. I like it either way. Lake America. Let's go. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Do you think Canada should submit and become a territory? Like I said, I don't want them becoming a state. I don't need more liberals, more leftists voting in our federal elections. So just leave them as a territory. Don't give them any voting rights. And yeah, that's my take. What is your take? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with everybody that you know. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.